Hello and welcome to your final project. Congratulations, you made it to the final. I want you to take some time to appreciate yourself and all your hard work you've done throughout this term. Art sometimes seems like an easy class, but I think it's deceivingly difficult to, be creative and put your work out there for your classmates to see. So make sure to take some time to appreciate yourself for doing all this. So here's what our final project is going to look like. There's going to be 3 parts in total, but this is the first 2 parts that we're talking about. So part 1 of the final will be 2 discussions and some drawings. So the first discussion will be you gathering some inspiration and posting about it so your classmates can see. The project itself will be composition thumbnails for your final. And the second discussion will be of your composition thumbnails. You'll post them and your classmates will help you choose one, which you will then use. You'll use the best composition thumbnail to create your final drawing, just as we've been doing. And then the final discussion, you'll post your final drawing to. So the first discussion is a little bit different. So this is instead of a sketch. For part 1, I've been showing you a lot of different artworks and different artists and trying to help you get inspired and learn about different techniques that way. Now it's your turn to find an artist that inspires you. So this is what artists do all the time. They look at those who have come before them or what's happening in the contemporary art world, and they build upon that. It's a starting point. It's a place to push off from. So it's not about copying or imitating the work of someone else. It's really getting inspired and then finding your own new ideas. So what you're going to do is look through some websites that I give you, or you're going to do your own research. You can go on social media, whatever you want, and find an artist that does drawings. So not digital art, but actual drawings on paper. And they're out there. There's plenty of them. It can be someone that's alive today or someone from the past. I don't care as long as you love it. And you're going to post about your inspiration. So you're going to post an image of it to the discussion and then just give a couple sentences about what you love about it. So the reason I'm having you post is so that everyone can see what you're inspired by and you can see what everyone else is inspired by, and that can help you get even more inspired. So the beginning of this final project is all about inspiration. And a lot of artists or beginning artists have trouble figuring out where do ideas come from, where does inspiration come from. And this is one way to start getting some inspiration. Of course, inspiration can come from anywhere. This is just one way. And it also keeps you, in the art world and looking at art and understanding art. Okay, then you're going to create your composition thumbnails for your final drawing. So you're going to make at least 4 of them, and they each should have a 3D subject or object. So we're really working on representing 3-dimensionality on the 2-dimensional surface of your paper, right? That we've been talking about. So you can achieve that 3-dimensionality either through perspective and or through value, through shading, or, you can do both. And I'm giving you a lot of freedom. It can be a subject matter like a place, or a landscape or a cityscape, or objects. It can be still lifes. It can be flowers, nature, plants. But the majority of each composition needs to be drawn from observation and have some 3-dimensionality happening. So since these are composition thumbnails, you don't have to do a lot of shading or anything like that. Just show how you're going to represent the 3D subject or object, how you're going to represent it being 3D, whether that's going to be through linear perspective, atmospheric perspective, or shading the way we did with an object in the still life. So you do have the option of drawing a small object or part of your composition from imagination, but the important thing is that the majority of it should be drawn from observation. And the same as we've been doing in the last few projects, you can take photos of the stuff that you want to draw, or the place, but it should be someplace that you can see in real life and that you can visit and that you're familiar with. And like the other thumbnails we've been doing, each composition should be noticeably different. So you can pick the best one. I know that this can be overwhelming to kind of be able to do whatever you want, right? But I'm here to help you. You can message me in Canvas. You can send me an email. You can set up a Zoom appointment with me. I'm happy to email back and forth or talk to you over the phone or Zoom to help you figure out what your idea would be. This is actually one of my favorite things to do with students is like brainstorming ideas. If you feel stuck, don't just sit and get frustrated. Talk to me about it. I want to help you. I want you to feel really great about your final. I want you to have a good experience and feel successful in this class in general. So if there's any time to reach out to me, the final is definitely it. And I want to help you make something awesome. Then your discussion 2, composition thumbnails, you're really just helping your classmates choose their final composition. You're posting your thumbnails and picking the best one, helping your classmates pick the best one. And the final drawing is going to be freedom with a little bit of structure. So the materials that you're going to use are anything. You can do pencil, charcoal, pen, or a combination. So any of the 3 materials we've learned throughout this term, or you can combine them. You can do pencil and charcoal, you could do charcoal and pen, you could do all 3, whatever you want. So I want to give you a lot of freedom, but within that freedom, there's some structure. So you have a path to walk down or you have a plan. So don't forget, even though you have a lot of freedom, don't forget to be reading the rubric and the criteria, making sure you're following the requirements. So you've learned all the skills and now I want you to put them all together. This is the time to put everything together. And I like to do this final project to give you time to make it your own. You know, you've learned a lot of different techniques. You've done a lot of really specific drawings. And now I want you to feel like you have creativity and ownership over the whole thing. So you're going to create a finished drawing on paper with pencil, charcoal, and or pen. It should have the 3D objects and or subjects created using the value and or perspective, and it needs to have a strong composition. Those are the main things. It needs to feel finished. It needs to have 3-dimensionality in it, and the composition should be great. And then time and effort. It's really easy in art and drawing and everything to tell how much time you spent on something. And if you put a lot of time and effort into it, no matter what the outcome, you'll get those points. You know, so this is not about it looking ready to hang in a gallery or museum. This is about me being able to tell that you tried. And so as long as I can tell that you really worked hard on this, you're going to get those points. That's why I put to the best of your ability. You know, you're here learning how to draw. This is a beginning drawing class. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting anything. I'm just expecting you to try. So again, I am here to help you. I don't want you to forget that. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you don't know what to do, that's what I'm here for. Just message me. And then the final discussion is really just for fun. You're going to post so we can see your work. You get points just for posting and you don't have to reply. I think it's just fun to see what everybody does for the final. But of course, if you want to reply with some encouraging words, that is always welcome. So there are no more demonstrations. You know what you're doing. You've learned everything, and now it's time to just put it all together. You're in control, you know what to do, and you have got this. I am here to help and guide you, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me in whatever way you're comfortable with. I want you to feel proud of this final project. I want it to feel like everything's coming together creatively for you. So if it's not feeling like that, if you're struggling, please reach out to me. I am here to help you. All right, have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you create.